Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have got a video for you today about what's coming in 2026. It's pick a card reading. I've already shuffled out a card for each pile and here they are. You can skip straight ahead now to your pile. The description box will have the timestamps in right down below. But yeah, today we're going to be looking at what's coming in 2026 for you. How are you guys doing? This week has been a week, man. It has been a long week. I don't know how you guys have been finding it, but I feel like the closer we get to the end of this year, the more like insane it's getting. It's getting busier and it's just sort of like, ugh. Yeah, this past week has been crazy. Hence why I'm filming the video today, which is Friday, and I'm hopefully gonna get it out to you by today, Friday. And every time I've gone to film it, something has come up and I had to go out and do something else. And I'm like, okay, I'm here, I'm doing it now. But we've finally got home, we're finally here, we've got the cards picked out for you all. So we've got pile number 1 with the 6 of rings, pile number 2 with the Queen of Swords, and pile number 3 with the 3 with the 10 of staffs, I think, because I'm using today my Lord of the Rings tarot deck for the original picker cards here, because I haven't actually used this like ever. I don't even think I've done a review of it from when I was doing my review videos on here before, my like tarot card deck review videos. But I've got it here today, and the cards in it are so cute. Like, they're amazing. But that is a different video entirely. This is not that sort of video. Today we've got a pick a card on what's coming in 2026 for you. So I'm gonna try and cover as much as I can. Like, I'm not sticking to one sort of theme. It's not gonna specifically be any sort of like angle to it. It's going to be genuinely what is coming in 2026 for you. So as you guys know, I'm going to try and edit these videos as least as possible, especially as I'm filming it on the same day I want to get it out, which is, I don't know, it seems crazy to me because it usually takes me forever to edit and get everything up. So I've got my cup of tea ready. We're ready. I've got the cards ready. We'll see how this one goes, but we're going to see what's coming up for you in 2026. And even saying 2026 just sounds mental. Like, I haven't even, I don't think I've been processed a year since like 2022. Like, I keep thinking it's been 2025 next year, but that's wrong. But yeah, grab yourself a drink, preferably a cup of tea, because we're here in London and it's dark and cold and rainy, but here we are. So pick your pile. What's coming up, or what's coming next, and what's coming in 2026. We've got pile number 1 with the 6 of rings, pile number 2 with the Queen of Swords, and pile number 3 with the 10 of staffs. I think it's staffs. Okay, right. See you in your group. Pick your pile. I'm going to try and pin a comment in the description, in the comment section as well, so you guys can see the timestamps in there. So pick. I'll see you in a second, okay? Right. See you in a minute. Pick a pile now. Go. Pick. Okay, my pile number 1. So I'm guessing if you're still here now, you're my pile number 1. So let's get you ready. Let's see where we're at. This is a pile number 1. We've got, let me get the guidebook as well. Oh, did you hear that of me dropping boxes? That's the empty boxed one, the decks I got out. Whew. I'll get that in a minute. But this is the guidebook to the Lord of the Rings tarot deck, by the way. So it's great. Okay, right, we're here. We've got it. Okay. Hello, my pile number 1. Sorry for the hectic intro. If you're here, you've picked the 6 of rings as your card. We're going to be looking at today what's coming in 2026 for you. So like I said in the intro, we're not sticking to a particular theme or a particular angle. We're not going to be like, this is love, this is career. No, we're not doing anything like that. I've got all the decks out that I can reach today, and we're going to be looking at what's coming in 2026 for you. So let's dive straight in. Let's not beat around the bush. Here we are. 6 of rings. Now the 6 of rings, I've got out the little guidebook, and it says here, the 6 of rings. No hero is too great to offer a helping hand, nor too foolish to refuse assistance. The 6 of rings speaks to both offering and accepting help. No matter which side of the scenario you're on, embrace generosity with a humble spirit. Okay, so what that already tells me about you guys is that you are people that offer help to people, other people, when they're in need, but also someone who needs to be told you need to start accepting a bit more help, especially in 2026. I don't know how your 2025 has been, but it's been a rough 2025 for me, so I believe most people probably had the same. So this next year, give help, accept help. That's definitely a massive one here. Okay, let's get some tarot, more tarot from the Lord of the Rings tarot, because I haven't really used this. I'm not really familiar with it. It's not one I usually use. I used to use the Rider and Waite one, and then I moved on to this one, which is, I don't know what it is. I know it's not the official one. I know it's a knockoff version of it, but anyway, part number 1. What is coming in 2026 for you, other than offering and accepting help? Okay, well, a whole clump. Okay, so we've got the Fool. This is awkward. I've got the stand here, so we're gonna have to walk around it. Fool, the Four of Swords, the Four of Staffs, the High Priestess, the Emperor, and then we've got the Seven of Staffs and the Six of Swords. Quite a few already, and I've already run out of room because who set this up? What was the bottom of the deck? The Empress. Oof. So already 2026 for you guys, pile number 1, is a year you're going to be stepping into more of your feminine energy, and maybe that's more calling back to this card here about accepting and receiving help from people and giving help. So being more generous with your time and your resources, but also accepting it from other people. Okay, let me check on my camera to make sure you guys can still see everything. Otherwise, what's the point of even being here? Okay, no, you can still see everything. That's good. That's good. Okay, so we've got quite a few cards already. We will be doing more of the tarot, so the other tarot. So bottom of the deck was the Empress. So that tells me from this card, our original card, is that you guys are in 2026 stepping more into this energy of being someone who accepts help, who's more open, who's more receptive to people, not just lending a hand, but like almost what you're when you're in your Emperor energy, you think is people interfering. I think that's something 2026 is gonna be a battle for you about, in a way. It's because you're gonna have to give up a bit more of your power and sort of let people help you more. Okay, all the way back to the first card that came out is the Fool. So you're starting something in 2026. It could be anything. It could be anything. It could be a new project. It could be a new job. It could be a new relationship. It's a new situation where you are this naive Frodo Baggins going into it completely fresh-faced and in need of people to help you. It could be people wanting to show you a bit more about, like, giving you some guidance on a job. I'm just getting the guidebook out for these as well, because I can't remember which what am I talking about? I can't remember which suit is the one that means which in. But look at this. This is the guide book. This is why I don't use these. Oh my god, this is why. Do you guys know what's going on here? Because I don't. Okay, let me try and get to the top. Okay, we've got the Suit of Swords. Jesus. What? Okay, right. We've got the Four of Swords. Here we go. Ace, 3. Okay, 4. 4 of Swords. Right, we're all the way over here. Let me take this away. You guys don't need to see me battling with this map, essentially. Okay, so we've got you starting something new here. Then we've got the Four of Swords. And this Four of Swords said, you're being invited to the houses of healing. Your body and spirit are weary from toils, desperate for rest. The Four of Swords ushers you into a quiet, meditative place where you can recover in solitude. Before you face another foe, allow yourself time to fully recharge. Okay, so 2026, again, is coming up for you as a year you're going to have to take some time out, recuperate and rest before more things come in throughout 2026. If we look at this as a sort of like, as the year's going, you could be starting something new. You've got this innocence about you that now means you need to take time out and rest and heal and just recuperate yourself a bit before carrying on into the year. Or this could be something you need to do out through the year. So a lot of self-care, taking time to make sure you're getting enough sleep. You are. That's weird. I was gonna say you're not eating right. So maybe you're not eating properly at the minute. You're like, maybe you haven't got enough time to eat properly, so you're eating loads of fast food, or it's not something you've even thought about, so you're someone who lives off of a lot of like instant noodles like me, which is not good. But you're not eating the most nutritious stuff, so maybe you need to focus on that this year. But the Four of Swords isn't a card that's all about resting in the sense of go to bed early, and that it's just taking care of yourself and taking a step back. And after all the hard work and the heartache from the Three of Swords, taking that time to really care for yourself, no one's going to do it for you. you need to take time to care for yourself. And this card here was telling us you need to let people help you as a person. So maybe you need to let, I don't know, family, friends, when they offer to, like, I don't know, walk your dog for you, or they offer to make you dinner, or they invite you around somewhere, accept it. Because I think you need to be a bit more accepting with that. There are people who are going to help you this coming year. Okay, and then we've got the Four of Staffs or the Four of Wands. So let me flip to that here to see if that's the same as what we know it as in the normal tarot decks. Because this is crazy, this one. Okay. So the Four of Wands is calling you to value food and cheer and song. Celebrate yourself, your friends, your most recent milestone. Let yourself give into a festive atmosphere and allow yourself to fully relax. It's likely long overdue. So not only are you being asked, take time out, relax, recuperate, you're also being told with the Four of Wands, which is 4-4, which might be significant for you. You might be 44, or it might 44, 4-4 might be something significant for you. But you're also being told you need to celebrate your wins and the things you've done throughout maybe 2025 or even before that. Things you've accomplished, you know, if you've got your degree in something, you've finished school, you've finished college, you've got a business running, like you've made 100 sales or something in your business, you celebrate those little wins and let people be proud of you as well. Like I'm seeing that in these cards. You need to let people be proud of you and also be proud of yourself, because it's not, you know, you need to be appreciative of the hard work you've put in, because if you don't celebrate those little things, who's going to do it for you? Who's going to do it for you? You need to celebrate the small things that happen in your life that you consider wins, because otherwise you can't let them go unappreciated, because it welcomes more in. The more you're grateful for the things that are going right, the more good things that come in. So do you know what? I can see your 2026 being such a awakened year for yourself, because you're going to be looking at your life in like a really sort of like motherly sort of way, if that makes sense. Like I know, like okay, this is strange, but in my opinion, what I'm seeing here with these three major arcana cards is that this is how you're treating yourself this year. You're being that sort of mother energy and father energy over yourself. You're sort of being like, no, I am doing well. You need to rest. You need to stick up for yourself more. You need to get more boundaries. I think 2026 is a year you're going to step into yourself as a completely like whole person, and not letting yourself be like almost like trodden over for the year. I think you've let that happen a lot. You've let some things slide, my part number ones, and you've let yourself get a bit run down a bit as well by people. I don't think that's intentional. I don't think you've just let people do it. I think you've been very busy doing something and it's just happened that way. I'm already losing my voice and we were only in part one. So the second card, oh my god, what am I doing? The fourth card you got was the High Priestess, and that's Lady Galadriel from Lord of the Rings. So of the High Priestess card is a card here that's, you know, talking about intuition, psychic powers, and like it's like the ultimate feminine energy. And this sort of like real sort of intuitive person who listens to their instincts and doesn't let the everyday sort of lead her astray, if that makes sense. You're someone who's gonna in 2026 fine-tune your instincts and intuition to the point where you can follow it, so you're gonna instinctually know when it's time to rest, when it's time to celebrate things, who to celebrate them with, because that's something that a lot of people don't realize. You don't need to celebrate your wins with everyone, because some people are unhappy you've won things. Be careful of that. Okay, and then we've got the Emperor. Now the Emperor is like about control. It's a card that represents power. It's the Emperor. It's someone who's very strong, very strategic. In this deck, it's that's oh my god, what's his name? Aragorn from Lord of the Rings. That's who it's meant to be, even though it doesn't look like the guy who plays him in the movie. Yeah, so in this reading for what's happening in 2026 for you, completely, I'm thinking this is you taking a massive role of authority either in your life, or as in like, you know, laying down boundaries and saying, you know, when things can and can't happen in your life, but also maybe in your job and in your career. Yeah, in your career, you're sort of taking on this new role of power. I do think it's you taking control massively. I wouldn't read into it as I would in some other readings, but I think this is definitely you using your intuition and taking control of your life again. I think that's massive for you in 2026, taking control of your life. Okay, let's flip back to the other one. So we've got the Seven of Wands, or staffs, or whatever this deck is. It's the Seven of Wands, and you know, it in this like guidebook, it says here, it may seem that someone is meddling in your affairs, trying to undermine your success. The Seven of Wands can indicate competition flaring with jealous adversaries snapping at your heels. Remain steadfast and ignore the negativity. I do think you've got some competition coming up in 2026, and that's what the Seven of Wands here is going to be representing, is some competition coming up. You know, maybe other businesses opening up that are like yours. It could be in relationships, someone you like has got other people chasing after them too. It could be in your job, you could have other people trying to get to do the same things you do, but you are gonna hold your ground and you're gonna be fine, pardon me, because you've got this control, you've got this intuition already. You've laid the groundwork for that throughout 2026 as you get to this point when this competition arises. And then we've got the Six of Swords. Now, this is where it gets a bit interesting, because you've got the Six of Swords here, and this in this deck it says, is grief darkening your heart? Make way for wisdom by letting go of bad memories. You're approaching a meaningful bend in the road, but you won't be able to move ahead unless you unburden yourself of the pain the in the past. Forgive grudges, purge reminders of difficult times, allow yourself to lighten the emotional load. Again, what it's saying here is exactly what we've been saying. You are becoming so clear on where your life is heading by getting all these different aspects of your life. You're resting, you're celebrating wins, you're knowing when to give help, when to take help, you're being generous, you're receiving generosity from others, you've got your intuition in check, you've got this ultimate feminine energy where you're at one with yourself. You've got this masculine energy where you're taking control, where you need to take control in your life. You've got competition, which is healthy because it makes you grow. And then you've got this here where it's telling you let go of everything that isn't really helping you anymore. Don't hold on to grudges. Don't hold on to things that may have happened in the past where you've had to start this new beginning, or what you've needed to heal from and rest from. You are doing well, and don't let those things, whatever bad things happened in the past, or people that have upset you, just ruin the now. Let's see if we can get some more cards for you from the tarot. Okay, we've got the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is about pausing in the present and looking around you and sort of saying to yourself, okay, we're good, we're doing fine, everything's okay, and getting another perspective, but also about letting go of things as well. So there's something you've got to let go of that's still affecting you a bit. And then with the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is a card that again talks about waiting for results. And if you look here, this guy's just looking off into the distance, and he's sort of watching the amount of progress he's made, and he's confident in it. He's seeing these things happening on the horizon, and he's watching his ship sail off or sail in. Either way, he's watching his work progress and waiting for results. I think that's something else you're going to be doing with this celebrating and healing. You're going to be taking time out to wait for things to progress how they need to, without rushing them through 2026. This again could be jobs, could be anything. It could be relationships, like we've got here. The Strength card, which is self-love. It's strength in itself, is being strong. It's also being compassionate to animals here. It's being a very strong person, which all these cards seem to be pointing to as well. And then we've got the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is a fast-acting, sort of clear-cut card, which is mainly just driven by succeeding. And yeah, it's again though, it's about it could be about being impatient and almost a bit too direct, which could be coming through with the Emperor card as well. The Emperor card is very controlling, almost a perfectionist. And then after all that, we've got the Two of Cups. Now the Two of Cups is, of course, it's a love card. It's a union. It's everything sort of working out a bit. Let me just grab a drink, so my throat is drying up already. I don't want you guys to think I'm just whispering to you by the end of it. If you're here, if you sit and watch all of them, you can watch all these piles as well. Okay. I think if you are someone who's watching this for a love reading, it could be that you're looking at your life from this new perspective after resting, celebrating your wins that you've got, waiting, being patient to see how everything turns out. and having this strength, this like almost like strong character with you. There's this incoming, very fast incoming love coming in. That is another thing that could be happening here, because it could mean a business relationship. If you're not interested in love, you want to stick with career, it could be a business relationship, but it could be love. Let's see if we can get a clarifier for that Two of Cups. See what we've got here. My pile number ones. What have we got here? Okay. Two of Wands, and that is about choices. Choosing a path and planning for the future. What else? So there's another 2-2. You get a lot of repeats here, you guys. 2-2s, 4-4s. What else is that Two of Cups telling us? Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so you got 7 of Wands again. We've got the Three of Pentacles, which is about collaboration and teamwork and working together, like learning, in one of my decks, it's all about learning new skills. And then we've got the Seven of Wands, which is again about conflicts, challenges, and having to defend territory. So we've got this unity here, this love card. Then we've got this choice card about having to make a choice over something. Maybe you've got a choice here to either work with a team or work in a team with someone, which would lead to this love, or defending your own boundaries. Let me see if I can find anything else out. It's an interesting set of cards there to have to clarify the Two of Cups. Okay, and then we've got the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Okay, right. This is going to probably come as a curveball for someone here. But I think you know what it is you're supposed to be letting go that's been mentioned a bit throughout this reading. And I think you've got a choice whether to let it go with this two. It's giving you like bad like anxiety and nightmares, and you're not sleeping great because you need to move on from what this was. It's something that didn't fulfill you. It could be a relationship that didn't fulfill you, and you've got the choice here to move on and become someone who can work with other people again and has friends and goes out, and you can still have these good boundaries as well by moving on. It doesn't mean that you're not being strong, and it doesn't mean that you're like giving up or you're being weak, but it's sort of you've got this card here on the little like words. Okay, you've got perseverance, protectiveness, protecting territory, defending your position, and challenge. I think you've spent so long holding on to whatever this wrong was that you're almost like stuck in this very defensive sort of energy, and it's not doing you any good. You need to, in 2026, move on from that. You need to heal from it. You need to look where things have gone right and be happy about that and start again. Whatever it is, you can start afresh. Okay, let me have a look what other cards I've got here for you. I don't want to use any more tarot. I think the tarot has given us enough today in this sort of sense, but we've got other cards I want to use. I want to get for you one of these. It's my practical self-care oracle cards. I love how deep my voice has gone where I'm losing my voice. It's like very low and husky. Okay, let's get a card for group 1. Let's get some advice for group number 1 about everything that's going on, about what's coming in for 2026 from. I really like these cards. I think they're very useful. Okay, got 2. Nutrition and clear your energy. Again, this is exactly what we've been talking about already. It's like clearly telling us exactly what it is. You've got nutrition here. You need to look after yourself. And that's definitely what I was trying to say earlier in probably the worst way. This is so much clearer. So it's your body is a temple. Try changing your eating habits. Get some good food in with like proper vitamins in. It's actually good for you, and it's going to give you proper energy, not just sugar, because that doesn't give you proper energy. Sugar doesn't. It's like a quick energy. And then you've got here clear your energy. So let's like something's clinging around, whatever it is, a bad job, a bad relationship, a bad situation. You need to like clear your house out, get rid of anything that's reminding you of some bad memories or whatever. Do some incense to clear your energy out and get back to being you, this happy person. I keep seeing this and thinking that must be you here, and get back to that. You just need to clear up your energy and look after yourself. That's definitely a massive thing. And then on the bottom of the deck, it says, ask your angels, seek the divine. Your angels want to support you. That is so hard to read. But yeah, do that. If you're ever in doubt, ask the angels. Let's get another card here for you. One of these cards. I like these. These are like, I can't remember what they're called. They're like, I think they're sacred. I don't know. There's something sacred cards. Okay, let's get a card for group number 1. Let's have a look. Okay. I remember. Soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Okay, I know what this card means. I don't need to tell you. Oh my god, what happened to my cards? Oh, there's like something spilt on them. Okay. I won't worry about that now. Okay. Right, what I'm thinking here, because I've read this card recently, so I know what it's about. And you've got this idea in your head about what you're meant to do, what you're meant to be doing, what you're meant to be following, what like God's plan is for you, and like you're almost holding yourself back by thinking about that rather than doing your destiny life, which is what you want to do. You like it. When I first read it, it made no sense and I didn't get it. And it like in my head, it kind of makes sense. So if you can explain it a better way than this, please write it down in the comments. But you've got this in your mind, this idea of what your life should be like, and you're following it because you think that's what you're meant to be doing and what you should be doing. In reality, you've got your destiny life, which is the life that you should be doing. And that you can only fulfill that by doing what you like in your heart is right and what gives you joy. That's how you get your destiny life, if that makes sense. And I think that's another aspect to this. You can't let something go because you think it's like your fate and like it's destiny, almost like Wheel of Fortune, like this is meant to be this way. And matter of fact is, if it isn't, then you need to let it go and move on so you can get to what you're meant to have. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing with that. Let's get some final advice for you here, part number 1. Okay, let's get some final advice for part number 1. Okay. Let's see what that says. Okay, you've got surprises. Under the most ordinary stone is an undisturbed garden. So 2026 is definitely coming in with some surprises for you. I think you've got all this like healing and looking after yourself to do. But I think that's just like almost the core part of the year. I think there's going to be surprises coming up for you. The things are going to be happening like you hadn't anticipated for, because that isn't the main thing. The more you look after yourself, the more healing you do, these surprises will come in. So, you know, if you heal certain parts of your life, like your relationships, a new relationship will come in, but you won't know about it because your main objective of next year in 2026 is to, you know, heal and move on and take control of your life. And then we've got light. Look to the space between the trees for answers. I think you need to look to the lighter things in life in 2026, and you'll be shown the lighter things in life in 2026 as well. Okay. I was only going to get one, but we've got a whole clump of them here for you. Uncertainty. The shades of grey within the fog will eventually lift. Again, it's clarifying exactly what you're saying. It's not forever. This healing isn't going to be forever. If you've already been healing this year and trying to move on from it, it's not going to last forever. This will end. This what I'm giving you here in this reading might be only for the first 3 months of 2026. This could happen so quickly, and then you move on to the next part of your timeline. If you don't look after yourself and you don't eat well and you don't step into your own power, then yeah, this could take the whole year and drag on for years. But that's something about life. It's uncertain. Nothing's written in stone. You don't know that. So go with the uncertainty, make a wish, and you're going to renew your energy. And it says here, nature continually renews itself year after year. You are going to become a new version of yourself. Whatever's happened, let it go, move on, become the new you by this powerful person you are. And then joy. Spread seeds of joy like a wildflower, and no doubt you will revel in the result. This is almost clarifying you're going to be happy next year. So if that's something you're worried about, don't. Look for the joy in your life. Look for the light places in your life and hold on to those and follow them, because that's what you're meant to be doing. Okay, pile number 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, give it a like, and thank you to everyone who liked my last video. I thought, you guys, you made me feel so happy that I would do these readings, so thank you. And if you do like it, like this video, and if you want to see more of these videos and to show me you do like it, subscribe to this channel and you'll see more of these readings. And then big one, oh my gosh, this one would make me so happy if I saw it. Comment down below anything you want to see next, any other videos you want to see next. I don't care if you even just put, I want to see more love readings. Even if you just put an emoji, I'll just try and work out what you mean from it. Just put a comment down in the comments below and I will respond. I'm pretty much always online, so you can comment and I'll respond as soon as I see it. But comment down below, subscribe and like this video, and I will see you in the next one. So thank you for being part number 1, and I'll see you again very soon, okay? Right. Bye-bye. Okay. Let's clear this. And we'll move on to pile number 2. Let's get all these cards cleared up. And then we'll get pile number 2's card out. And we'll get ready for your reading pile number 2. If you're here already, which I doubt you are, because I'm going to put a timestamp down below. And that's going to take you to not this point. So if you're still here, pile number 1, thank you for being here and keeping me company while I clear the cards. Okay, where did these ones come from? I thought it was a very good reading, my pile number 1s. I think next year is going to be an interesting year for you. It's certainly going to be a lot of growth in terms of healing for you next year. Okay, let's put those over here. Oh, look, the Empress again. We have that here. Ta-da! Okay, that's that. Let's put all these up here. I'm going to do a time check in a minute. I have no idea where we are in terms of time either. Let's do a quick shuffle of those to get them shuffled in a little bit. What do you guys think of my Lord of the Rings cards? I'm not sure about them yet. I haven't used them enough to be sure. I like them, don't get me wrong. I think they're cool. I love Lord of the Rings as well. You can't see it, but I have a huge Lord of the Rings poster behind me. It's a great film, not biased at all. Okay, put that there. This here and this here. Let's do a quick time check of where we are. Okay, we're doing good for time. We're doing okay for time. Woohoo. Okay, let me have a drink and then we'll begin. Okay. Right. Hello, my pile number 2s. If you pick the Queen of Swords card or the just number 2 pile, this is your reading. And I'm happy to see you all. Thank you for being here. While I just get the guidebook out that I want to use to read from for the Lord of the Rings cards, because we're going to do a quick tarot of the Lord of the Rings one. But like this video if you're enjoying it so far, and comment down below what other readings you want to see, and comment down below if you want to see a deck review of these Lord of the Rings cards, because they're weird. I like them, but they're weird. Okay, so what's coming in 2026 for you, my pile number 2s? So I'm going to get up the Queen of Swords here. So obviously, if you've watched Lord of the Rings, that is Eowyn. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. I'm not very good at pronouncing anything, but she is like the super strong female character in this whole franchise. She's amazing. So I'm going to read you from the guidebook here, which is a huge, if you're watching pile number 1, you'll see it was a huge, almost like a map. It was pretty annoying, but the guidebook's like a map. Okay, so pile number 2, Queen of Swords, Eowyn. There is no one better to have on your side than this fearless queen. Eowyn conducts herself confidently, embodying the Queen of Swords with her independence and strength. She represents self-sufficiency, suggesting you are capable of forging your own way. While you may want to take counsel from your friends and family, ultimately your own opinion holds more value. Eliminate emotional communication and focus on the facts in order to get to the truth, even if it may seem a bit blunt. But I'm guessing if you've picked this pile, you guys embody the Queen of Swords to the T. I'm guessing you guys are very direct. Or this is what you're being called to be like in 2026, if you're not like it already. But you're very blunt, you're very direct. You take the emotion out of like decisions and communication. You're not someone who likes to be manipulative. Like, you know how some people can be like super, super nice and like, or cry or something just to get people to act a certain way. You're not like that. You're very almost like Capricorn-esque. You're very serious, very direct. You're very business-like, and that's not a bad thing. I actually like people like that. Okay, let's get some more tarot for you about what's coming in 2026. Let's have a look for you. Okay. Ooh, here we go. Got some cards already. We've got the 10 of Rings, the 7 of Cups. What else is coming for you, pile number 2 in 2026? Okay, let's see what else we've got. Can any of you guys believe it's 2026 next year? Doesn't feel real. Right, 2 of Rings. And what else? I can't remember what the rings represents in this deck, so I'm going to look at the guidebook for it. Okay, we've got the 7 of Swords. Okay, there's 2 cards. Let me grab that one as well. And the Sun. Ooh, okay, okay. Should we get one more to even out this side? It's kind of looking a bit uneven. Let's put them here and have your main card there. And let's get one more card from this deck anyway, because I want to use the other tarot to clarify anything we find that comes up for us in your reading today, pile number 2. Yeah, like this video, give it a like down below, click subscribe so you can see whenever my videos come in, because, you know, I'm trying to get this out today on Friday. I try and get a video out on Fridays for you all to start the weekend off with. If you think it'd be better to post on a different day though, comment that down below and let me know. Okay, I don't think we want to get another card. Clearly, okay, right, we do. Right, and then we'll leave that on top there for us. Okay, well, the Wheel of Fortune. Let me just check you're all still in shot up here, because I don't want to, like, continue talking if you can't see anything. Okay, you can. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we're going to kick off with the 10 of Rings. Okay, right, 10 of Rings. The 10 of Rings finds you sitting on more wealth than a dragon. This card represents prosperity, material gains, and stability earned through hard work and wisdom. With this arrival of riches, you may want to consider how you can use your resources to help others. Okay, so kicking off 2026, you're going to be sitting in a very prosperous and abundant area of your life. You're going to be having some money coming in, hopefully. This could be just you. It might even be money. It might just be you are wealthy in the sense that you've got your health, you've got your family, you've got a stable career. It could be anything like that, but you're going to feel wealthy, you're going to feel prosperous, you're going to feel like everything is going great, and you may be in a position where you can start helping others as well with that. So 2026 is off for a good start for you, my pile number 2s, because we've started with the Queen of Swords, and it's someone who is quite businesslike, and being this unemotional person may have got you, and your directness may have got you into this very good position of being prosperous and abundant. Okay, and then we've got the 7 of Cups. Let me flip to that here as well. Where is the 7 of Cups? This is the most confusing. I'm going to show you on this. This is what we're working with, guys. Okay, right. 7 of Cups. No one knows what a new day shall bring, but if you spend all your time imagining the future instead of planning for it, you may be in for some unwelcome surprises. Your imagination is a gift, and the best way to appreciate its power is by putting effort into shaping your reality. Okay, so 7 of Cups in the normal sort of like Rider-Waite deck is about having lots of options and lots of choices. In this deck, it points towards having lots of like almost like imaginary choices. Like you've got all these things in your head, you're overthinking every situation, you're like working out all the different avenues before you've even got to the place where you need to pick one of these avenues to go down. And I think it's kind of saying you are like in this unemotional part of your life in 2026 where you're now like working out everything, all these possibilities in the future that you don't need to work out yet. You need to actually start putting these into practice and that into action, not just imagining all these different future things. That you need to actually start putting them into plan and actually going for them in 2026. Or it might be that you end up in this position where you're wealthy enough and you can actually put all these different ideas you've had into actions. This might not be ideas just in like business ideas. This could be ideas to travel. This could be, pardon me, any sort of idea as well. It could be any sort of like situation you've thought out and thought through to the end before it's even happened that you can now start putting into play. You can start watching how things turn out. Okay, and then we've got the 2 of Rings. Now, the 2 of Rings is going to be the 2 of Pentacles, because obviously I now know the rings represent pentacles. But where is it on this? This is so confusing. Okay, have I found it? Nope. Okay, I found it. Here it is. We've got it. Two of Rings. You are just starting your journey, and the Two of Rings appears as a reminder to be patient with yourself. The wide world is all about you, and you're sorting out your place in it, balancing priorities and commitments. It might be a good time to start journaling, taking notes about what you have to do and what you want to accomplish each day. 2026, my pile number 2, seems to be your real business era. You are now, it's like you're wealthy from some area of your life, or in all areas of your life, or even just money wise. You've got all these options you can take, or these could be loads of different businesses you run or different people you manage, and you're now being asked, okay, start writing to-do lists, start working out what you want out of life, find your position in the world, and just write out to-do lists to get to it. Don't be sitting here theorizing everything. Start doing it, because now's the right time to keep doing it. Okay, then we've got the Seven of Swords. Now, I am sure the Seven of Swords is about betrayal, I thought, in the Rider and Waite deck. Yes, I was right. Okay, the Seven of Swords finds you with Wormtongue whispering in your ear, his words steeped in betrayal. You have likely discovered that some of your allies are really opponents, making you wonder if there's anyone you can trust. And there is. Yourself. Think strategically and keep your own interests top of mind. Okay, I really do feel like you're in such a ruthless sort of either area of your life or position or situation has got you in where the only person you can trust is yourself here. Because I hate the Seven of Swords. It is such a horrible card to get in a reading, because it's it's not just you've been betrayed, it's that you know who's betrayed you. And I think this isn't like some shocking surprise betrayal that's going to come up in 2026. I think you're so smart that you know exactly who it is. Through all these these imaginary scenarios you've gone through, you've worked out who the person is who might even be betraying you. It might just be someone who you speak to, who's constantly bringing you down, maybe making you a little bit more depressed here and there. It's someone who's not, when they're speaking to other people, they're speaking badly about you. It's someone who's not helping you at all. And you know who this is, and you know the best way to solve this. Don't trust them. Take away your energy from them. Don't be rude to them. Don't cut them off. Don't fully cut them off, but cut them off. Look after your own interests in 2026, because there are some people that you should help with your prosperity from the Ten of Rings, but there's some people here that now you need to be stepping away from and sort of slowly shrinking your amount of energy you're putting into that relationship, because they're not doing really good. But this betrayal card is immediately followed by the Sun, the happiest card in any tarot deck, really. The Sun, isn't it? It's I personally think it's one of the best cards you can get in the tarot deck. Let me just flip this over so I can see what it says here, because I really like the little descriptions they have with all the characters in Lord of the Rings. Okay, where is it though? Where is the Sun card on this? I'm going to show you where we're at. There we go. We're looking on this sort of level. Can you guys see it? I can't see it. There it is. We got it. Right. You got a really good close-up shot of my hand then, everybody. Well done. Okay, the Sun. So the Sun card is Eowyn. Again, if you're you've got her twice. Oh my gosh, I just realised that. You've got Eowyn here and you've got Eowyn here. Perfect. Well done. That's exactly what we need to have in a tarot reading. We need some repetition to show us we're on the right track. But in here it says the Sun, Eowyn. The White Lady of Rohan is a dazzling free spirit, an inspiring warrior who touches the heart of everyone she meets, even if she sometimes touches it with her sword. As the Sun, Eowyn shares lessons of abundance. You're due for a welcome reprieve, and the Shield Maiden is here to raise her arm, fending off the blows of your enemies. Or she might be inviting you to use your strength to help someone in need. Channel Eowyn by being fearless and vibrant, facing down anyone who tries to diminish your great deeds. Again, you are this fearless person. You are truly any odds that come against you, you don't even care that there's going to be people betraying you, because you're going to stand up to them anyway. You're not someone who's frightened by a battle. You're absolutely, I'm going to defend myself. And anyone else that this situation or person is just meddling in 2026, You are very strong. You are very serious. Like, you're not someone who's like completely business like orientated though, or someone who's so serious they're all lonely. Because in Lord of the Rings, Eowyn marries the guy who, oh my god, what is his name? Faramir. You're not someone who's going to just be completely like career based and is alone forever. That's not you. That's not what this is saying either. You are this independent, inspiring woman who is going to completely take control of her life, and you're not scared by that fact. You're not worried about that fact. And it suits you so well. Like, you are going to be so happy by the steps you've taken and the like reliance you have on yourself. Okay, then we've got the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune, another good card. Let's flip to that on this. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune, the Shire, lovely card. Abundant, fertile, and lively, the Shire is a place where one feels lucky to live. Like the wheel, the Shire moves at its own pace, with cycles of life and death and the good fortune to appreciate the time in between. From forgotten pastoralism to forced industrialization and back again, the Shire has seen its share of upheaval. You are being reminded that even though things may be peaceful at the moment, you never know what tomorrow brings. The only constant in life is change. If you have felt displaced, the Shire appears as a reminder that there will be peace again soon. It may be the fact that you have sort of been forced into this strong, like, having to be very strong. It may be that fact. It may be something you didn't want to be. You didn't want to be this sort of like harsh, direct, blunt person who comes across cold and mean. You might want to be, you know, the Empress. You might want to be like lover girl sort of situation where you're really soft and feminine and gentle with life. But that's not the way it is at the minute. But it doesn't mean it's always going to be this way. It doesn't mean you're always going to have to be the one who's calling the shots. It doesn't have to mean that you're always going to be the one who's having to do all the hard work and stick up for themselves and work for themselves. That doesn't mean that. It means for now that's what this is. But it will change. Everything's subject to change. And that's not something you should worry about. You've got nothing to worry about. You're doing great, and you're going to continue to do great in 2026. Okay, let's get some more tarot. Let me have a drink as well, because my throat is drying up. Okay. Let's see if we can get any more clarification for you guys for pile number 2. Okay, anything else for 2026 that my pile number 2s need to know about? What's coming up for them? Okay, you got the Page of Swords. You're someone who's like witty. You've got that wit. You've got that banter. You have got communication down to a T, because you are this direct, blunt person. But it doesn't mean that you're going to be so serious, you're going to be boring. You're witty, you're chatty. I get that you're funny. You also love learning things as well. And we've got that followed by the Death card. You know, death doesn't mean death. It just talks about change, having to move on and transform. I do think that at some point, you are not going to have to be this person forever. You might be someone who's like this right now, who's like completely career orientated and super business girl or guy, and you might be gearing up to like go completely off grid. You might want to do that, you know. Exactly. You might want to be the Empress. You might want to just relax at some point and just be that sort of divine feminine energy. And like, what is it saying here? Caring, nurturing. This may be underneath all this. You are this caring, nurturing person, but this sort of, I know this, the Three of Swords represents a heartbreak, but whatever this hurtful situation, which could be this like betrayal, or it could be a breakup, it could be something that's just made like some sort of depression that's made you into this super serious person. Doesn't mean it's going to happen forever. You've just become this for now. This like super strong version of yourself has had to step up and do so well that you've managed to get this wealthy situation where you have lots of options, and it's protecting this Empress version of yourself. Anything else for pile number 2? Let's see if we can get like 2 more cards for you. 2026 is going to be such a good year for you. It may not seem like it now, but it is. So you've got the Ten of Swords here. The Ten of Swords is painful endings, stabbed in the back, loss. I mean, I do think there is a betrayal on the cards here of someone, and it's going to be hurt. It's going to hurt this Empress within you, but you know, you're going to know it already. I do think you know who it is. You know all about it. I can get some who is it cards as well, just in case you don't know who it is. Yeah, and then you've got this. We've got the Knight of Cups, which is creativity, romance, charming, imagination. Your imagination is gonna get you through this. Like, it may be that you're someone who likes to read a lot or watch TV or you write or something, and that gets you through all the stresses of being sort of this super strong person every day. And then you've got the Four of Pentacles, and it's like saving money, being really security conscious, because maybe you've worked very hard for all this, which I bet you have. And it's looking after it and having this long-term idea out for what you're going to be doing in the future that's going to keep you going. But let's have a quick look at who this person, this betrayal, is with. Well, I'm not getting tons of cards, guys, because this reading could go on forever. I have been known to do readings for hours, so let's find out. It's a man. Of course, it's a man. It's always a man. The betrayal is from a man who is someone who you see as being constantly on the go. Anything else? Okay, interesting. You find them interesting, this person this betrayal is going to be from. Anything else you need to know about this person this betrayal is from? Okay, I was thinking that, okay, when that on the go card came out, it was upside down. I never usually take these in reverse, but I did think to myself, I wonder if that means they're lazy. And I think this is someone who is lazy. They're not on the go. They're the opposite of on the go. They're kind of lazy. Okay. They're in a relationship with someone else right now, and they do a medical job. So that's how you're going to know them. They could do some sort of medical job, and they're in a relationship with someone else, and maybe you know them through a beard or moustache. Okay, 2026 is looking pretty good for you. You are very strong. If this is you, put down in the comments like a little, I don't know, do they have sword emojis? Something like that. Something strong down there. Or that, you know, there's that emoji of the arm with the fist. Do that one. Put that in the comments for me if this is you, or this is who you're channeling in 2026. Okay, let's get some of my self-care oracle cards to see if we can get any advice for you, pile 2, for 2026. Any advice from my pile 2s for 2026? To be honest, you guys seem to be doing great. I mean, talk about hyping you up. You're gonna get that wealth. You're gonna have lots of choices. You're gonna know who's betrayed you. I mean, that is a talent in itself, knowing who's betrayed you so you can cut them off and have the Sun card and the Wheel of Fortune. You guys, let's get some advice, you know. I really like these cards. They're pretty good with the advice they give you. Like in pile number 1, it was pretty spot on. Everything linked up. Any advice? Pile number 2 even. Let's get some advice for them. Any advice for pile 2? Come on. Clearly they think you're doing great. Okay. Born to stand out. 100%. You don't fit in. Stand in your own power and be proud of your individuality. Absolutely. You are so like individual and brave and courageous that don't let someone or anything make you want to mingle in with anyone else. It's not worth it. Be a first-rate version of yourself. Don't be a second-rate version of someone else. Okay, what have we got here for you? Exercise and music. So music can heal wounds that medicine cannot touch. I absolutely agree with that. And exercise. Love yourself enough to exercise and enjoy the glow of good health. So not only are you like financially glowing up, you're going to be working out probably to music, and it's going to be your inspiration, the music is, and you are going to be like, if you're a guy, you're going to be completely buff. If you're if you're a girl, you're going to be totally like toned and ripped. So you are like going to be this super strong, like total warrior. You guys are, I wish you were my friends. I wish I was you. And then on the bottom of the deck, we've got take a vacation. Take time to escape all of your obligations to recharge yourself. I have a total feeling that all of this is sort of a beginning of the year thing. And then summer or autumn, you're going to take this amazing beach vacation where you're just going to chill. This doesn't even have to be some exotic beach. This could be, if you're in the UK, it could just be going to the seaside and just chilling by the sea and just taking in that sort of like relaxing energy of being by that huge ocean. Okay, let's get some final advice from over here for you guys. Let's have a look. Reconnect. Secrets lurk in the captive shadows deep in the woods. So go for walks, exercise, go for runs, obviously carefully, and reconnect with the wildlife. Idle hours. Take time to lie on the emerald grass. I do think that you're going to be doing this sort of like the exercising and the reconnecting and listening to music in the time you're not working. So this could be after work or before work, just those quiet times where you can just focus on you and build up this sort of like armor. And patience. Everything can be accomplished at nature's pace. Are you guys already being like, when am I going to be like this? Or when's this going to be over? Be patient. This version of you is something that takes a lot of time and hard work to forge, and you are going to be amazing by the time you come to this point where you can be like this strong version of yourself. So already I'm proud of you. Full stop. Don't rush it. I mean, if you are in like for exercise, if you want to be like an amazing runner, it takes time. It's not something you can rush into. And I forgot to give you one of these cards. Let's have a quick shuffle for one of these for you, part two. Okay, I kind of rescued these cards. I got them from a charity shop. I know you're not meant to do that, but I did. And I love them. They're really good. Okay, let's get one more card for part two. Did you see that? It just kind of flew off the deck there. Right, here we go. Whale and Orca Elders. Share your song, frequency of sound, deep diving. Or diving deep. Let me get the booklet, because I don't know that one. I knew the one from pile number ones. God, that booklet just fell off. That almost hit me. Right, let's have a look. Whale and Orca Elders. I'm sure that's the back. Here we go. Right, I'll read this to you. It's quite long, so be prepared. Prepare your ears. Right, share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. The Whale and Orca Elders are benevolent cosmic beings here to anchor a frequency of love onto the planet, to harmonize it with their song. No, yes, to harmonize it with their song. As they weave around the oceans, they do so much more than any of us know. Their physical presence affects Earth's magnetic fields, and their harmonics call us to wake up and remember our own soul song. Looking into the eye of a whale is something you'll never forget. Whales see into your very being, and in an instant, you're changed forever. They see beyond the physical, the woundings, the identity, the personality, the story. They see right into your soul. If you pull this card, you're being called to surrender to your deepest truth and share it with potency, to bow to who you truly are, to stretch your heart wide enough to hold it all, to leave your fears, doubts, and baggage at the door, to question any part of you that doesn't feel good enough. The Whale and Orca Elders want you to give others the privilege of seeing you who you truly are, and for you to see the same in other beings, to drop your hang-ups and personality flaws and get busy revealing the unique note your soul came here to sing. Allow the song that echoes in the four chambers of your heart to emanate in all four directions. Peel back the layers of suffering and pain and reveal to others your soul's true song, and endeavour to see the soul of those you meet. Absolutely, I think this is telling you you are a very strong person, and you shouldn't hide that by pretending to be someone much weaker than what you are, or someone very submissive. You need to be strong. You need to let that sort of like all the things that don't matter go, and be exactly who you are. Don't worry if that makes you look not very feminine. Don't worry if that makes you seem like you're really mean. It doesn't matter. You need to forget about whoever this betrayal person is, whoever hurt you and hurt this Empress version of yourself. You just need to look after yourself, know who you are exactly, move on with that, and take that, because that's what's going to get you through the future. In 2026, you're becoming exactly who you're going to be. You're becoming such a strong person. Okay, well, pile number two, that's everything I've got for you here. Probably this is, like I said in pile number one, I think this is only going to be the beginning part of the year. I do think maybe you're going to be going out. You could be going to somewhere like, where is it they see whales? Is it Iceland? Somewhere like that. Maybe you're gonna go whale watching somewhere. But you're definitely taking a holiday, I think, partway through the year. Okay, part number two. Thank you for letting me read for you. This has been great, and I would love to know who this is. And if this is you, you put it down in the comments. Just say, I am the Queen of Swords, because I think you're such a strong person. You deserve like all the hype. So, if you like this video, give it a like. If you want to subscribe so you can see more of my videos, and comment down below what other videos you want to see, and yeah, any other topics you want me to do. Okay, thank you for being here, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye bye. Okay, pile number two, if you're still here, I'm going to clear up the desk, and then I'm going to move on to pile number three. Having a drink first though. My throat is so dry. I don't think I've actually talked this much for a very long time. I don't really do much talking in my real life. I don't know if you guys are like that too. I don't really do much talking. Right. Let's get these together. Put them back to where they're meant to be. Okay. Let's flip that over as well once we've got the other card in. Do you guys know, if you're still here, do you guys know any good sort of like remedies for dry throats? Any drinks you like having to help with a dry throat? That any recommendations, throw that down in the comments, because I always suffer during these readings with dry throat, like towards the end, because I'm not used to talking so much. I've tried a lemon and ginger tea. Someone recommended that to me. Didn't really do much. Anyone know of anything that might help? You let me know, please. Okay, let's grab all these and grab this. Put that here, put that like that, grab that for pile number 3, put that here, put that over there for pile 2, grab these. Okay, that's that, put this up here. Okay, let me have a drink. Oh guys, if you're still here, my hair is in such a way that it's like tickling the whole of my face and my head itself. Like, how is that possible? Ugh. Okay, my throat is so dry. Do you sound like I'm doing some sort of like husky voice for everyone here? And I finished my tea. What am I going to do? Okay, it's fine. Let's. I don't want to touch that now. Okay, where are we? What time is it? Okay, we're doing good for time, everybody. We're doing good for time. Okay. Hello, pile number 3. If you picked the 10 of Wands, I think I called it the 10 of Staffs in the introduction. We've just picked pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. It is great to see you, and I'm happy you guys are here. Last but not least, pile. I think when I'm watching pick a card readings, I usually end up with pile number 3. I don't know why. I kind of like watching it so the video finishes. Okay, as I told you in the introduction, we're reading from the Lord of the Rings tarot deck today. We're looking at what's coming in 2026 for you. I'm going to be using the Lord of the Rings tarot deck, my usual tarot deck, and we're going to pull some oracle cards to help us work out any advice you need for what comes up in your reading for what's coming in 2026 for you. Okay, I'm going to read from the guidebook for these cards just because I don't know what these cards are all the time. So I know they're actually really good for descriptions because it links back into the Lord of the Rings film. And I love Lord of the Rings. So let's take a look. While I'm unfolding this insane map of a guidebook, like this video. Give it a like. Subscribe if you haven't already, because it'd be good to see you guys in every reading. Okay, here we are. I found it. Okay. 10. No, I haven't found it. I'm on 10 of Swords. Oh my god. What an idiot. Okay. 10 of Cups. 10 of Wands. And I've ruined your setup. Here we go. This guidebook is so annoying. Oh my god. That if I was to do a review right now, I hate it. But I love it at the same time. I think it's a really cute idea. Let me check I haven't knocked the camera. Okay, you're in. Right. 10 of Wands. Like bearing the One Ring, some responsibilities only become heavier the closer we get to our destination. Although the end is in sight for you, instead of relief, you may be experiencing elevated stress. The cards of the Minor Arcana represent temporary states, so fortify yourself with the knowledge that this is going to pass, and soon you will be unburdened and free to enjoy your accomplishments. Okay, right. Pile number 3. You are going through it. As a fellow pile number 3er in most of these things, it's been a rough year. 2025 has been rough. But what we all know, like it just said, things change. These are just temporary states. I mean, in my case, usually replaced with another bad temporary state, but it's not going to happen for you guys. I can see 2026 is going to be either, there's 2 things, you're already going through it and you're coming to the end of it, and 2026 is going to be the end of that. You've got the 10, it's completion. 10 of Wands in the traditional deck, if you remember, is this guy holding all these wooden sticks and he is like clinging onto them. He can just let go. I think 2026 could be for you about letting go. It could be that 2026 it ramps up and you're being reminded here that it's going to be over. This is not permanent. Everything, not even the good things, don't last forever. Okay, let's get you some cards. Let's do a quick shuffle for you. A pile threes. Give you a quick shuffle of these. So this is the Lord of the Rings Tarot. I got this at a crazy price when I was out last year, and I think I've used it once. So I'm going to use it today. Let me know what you think of it. The pictures are pretty. I'll give them that. Like, look at that. That's amazing. That's why I bought it. I do buy a lot of tarot decks because I love the way they look. If you're the same, just let me know down in the comments. You know, you feel the same way. Okay, let's get some cards for you about what's happening. 2026. Oh, that's creepy. That is the 8 of, I want to say wands, but that's Shelob, the spider from Lord of the Rings. Cool, that's creepy. I'm sure that's the 8 of wands, but we'll see. We've got temperance. And we've got death. I'm sure that's going to be Elrond. That's going to be Mordor. Okay. Let's see what else. Guys, 2026. How is that coming around so fast? What's coming for my pile number 3s in 2026? Give me like 3 more cards. Yep, what I just said to you earlier. Wheel of Fortune. Everything's... Nothing stays. Even the bad stuff changes eventually. With just one big giant wheel turning. Okay. Oh, good. We've got them all. Okay. And under the deck, we've got Emperor. So, okay. We've got the Hanged Man. Pile number 3. I am so sorry if you're going through a rough time right now. I'm going to be the first person to say it to you. I'm so sorry. Like, life is like that. It just is rough sometimes. But you're very strong. We're all strong. We can all get through this stuff. Let's kick this off. I want to say that is the 8 of wands. Let's have a look. Oh, it will say. Let's have a look. Otherwise, I'm just going to have a quick look through here. Give me a moment. I just want to make sure we've got the... I don't want to tell you that because I just don't think it is the 8 of wands. But let me have a look. We're not using these anymore, so this is no spoiler for, you know, any messing up the energy of it. Where is the... I can cut this out. I might not because, you know, you get to see the deck here. Let's have a quick look to make sure we've got the 8 of wands and not the... because I think it could be the 8 of swords. That's the problem. Because in the film Lord of the Rings, if you haven't seen it, it says 8 of cups. It's not the 8 of cups. Frodo gets trapped by Shelob in the caves of Mount Doom. And I have a feeling that that's what that card is, the 8 of swords, rather than the 8 of wands. So it represents like being trapped. But I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. But it would fit well with what we're seeing here for you guys in the pile number 3 for you, what's coming up this year for you. Because I do have a feeling you're in this situation. You're kind of trapped in a situation where you... not that you can't get out. It's the... you're almost like... you've got this victim mentality over it as well. Because, you know, you're suffering. You're having a bad time. We all go through that sometimes. I'm still looking. Where is this card? Okay, that's the 9 of wands. We're looking for the 8. But yeah, I do think, even if it doesn't come up, I think the 8 of swords is very relevant for you. Yeah, I was right. Okay, that is the 8 of swords there. Do you know what? I love being right. Okay, let's leave that there. And what was underneath? The sun. Okay. So, sorry about the delay there. 8 of swords absolutely fits this. You guys are in a situation where you're kind of trapped and it's hard for you to get out of. This could be something you've accidentally voluntarily got yourself into and could get yourself out of, or it could be something like a contract you're kind of trapped in. So let's read the description in the book. As I've shown everyone in the other groups, this is the guidebook. It's like a map, so it's kind of hard to find everything. Okay. 8 of swords. Okay. A wise wizard once said, despair is only for those who see the end beyond all doubt. The 8 of swords signifies being a prisoner of your own despair, assuming the worst and allowing limitations to define you. You are capable of greatness, but until you shatter the illusion of powerlessness, you will remain trapped in your own negativity. Pile number 3. I think you're doing what most of us do when you're in a bad situation. You're kind of holding a bit of a pity party and allowing this bad situation just to get to you. And I mean, it's hard. It's easy to do because, you know, when you are in a bad situation, it's really hard to see that there is an end in sight, that it's gonna be over in, you know, a couple of days, couple of weeks, couple of months. It'll be done, and you don't need to, you know, there's not really much more effort you can put in to fix it. But I think it's getting to you, and I think it's something you can sort of get yourself out of if you really wanted to. Like, you know, for instance, if you hated your job is giving you tons of stress, you could quit. I'm not saying to do that, but I'm just saying that's the sort of situation this is coming out of here. You know, the Eight of Swords is this situation where you've put yourself in and you've almost like limited yourself, or you're not allowing yourself to see beyond this situation, and it's kind of like, you know, making the situation worse. All this stress and burdens, you're making it worse. And I think 2026 is the year you realize that you can get yourself out of these horrible situations. Right, I'm just going to flip the book and go to Temperance now, because Temperance is about finding harmony. So I think you're going to start the year very sort of like burdened and stressed, and then you're going to realize that there's it's not so hopeless. Your life isn't, and the situation isn't so difficult, and it isn't so hopeless. You can actually get yourself out of it. There are steps you can take and things you can do to get this harmony. Let me find the harmony. Okay, got ya. Here it is. The harmony, the Temperance. Oh, I was right. I was wrong. That is not our one. That is Celeborn. I can't remember who that is. But anyway, with his wisdom and commitment to peace, Celeborn arrives to share the lessons of temperance. The Lord of Lothlorien is a balanced, calm, and even-tempered ruler who reminds you to remain neutral. Celeborn's appearance in your reading signifies harmony and peace. Moderation is the key to continued success. So get involved, but not too involved with when a certain fellowship comes asking for help. Practice patience with yourself and know that you can only do so much without your labours taking a toll on your happiness. Whatever the situation is, I think you're going to realise that the stress you're putting yourself in is so uncalled for, because I think you've accidentally got yourself involved in a situation that you can kind of take a few steps back from. That you don't need to throw so much of your time, so much of your money, so much of your effort into it to try and fix it, when the fact is it's really making you suffer now. And it's not, if you're not even being that helpful, if you know what I mean, you're not getting much return on the effort you're putting in. So I think you're kind of seeing that, and you're kind of thinking, okay, I need to sort of bring some more peace back into my life, and you're taking those steps to bring peace into your life. So first of all, well done for noticing that, and well done for taking those steps. Okay, then we've got the Death card here, which is Mount Doom. Let me try, right here. Right, so Mount Doom. Amon Amrath, whatever it is, represents the transforming properties of fire, shaping and remaking everything it touches. As Death, Mount Doom is an avatar for creation and destruction, for parting with what no longer serves you. Although plenty of lives were lost in the eruption of Mount Doom, this card does not mean literal death. Instead, look at it as an opportunity to explore how loss can yield a gain. As the Fellowship's quest ended with a volcanic explosion, so ends a phase in your life. Although it can be painful, try to focus on how the experience will help you grow. So I think you're going to end some sort of burden, some sort of involvement you've got, which is stressing you out and limiting your life, your happiness. And this ending is going to transform into such a happy sort of beginning for you. It's going to make you change as a person. You're going to be much stronger after going through whatever this is. And it's going to transform your life into something completely different that it wasn't before. And the fact that whatever this phase is or situation is, this ended. It could be a job's ended or something, or relationships ended, and it's making you become so much happier afterwards. And yeah, I think that's definitely something important that you need to keep an eye on in 2026, is the fact that change is on the horizon. This bad situation is going to change and end, but for the better. Whatever happens is going to be a better change. Whatever you're going through now is not great enough, that whatever the change is going to be better than the situation you're in. And like I said already, I was talking about this card before it even came out. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is all about, like, nothing stays the same. I've already read the description of this card, so, and I know some people hate people reading from the guidebook, so I'm going to just give you my overview. The Wheel of Fortune card in this deck is the Shire, and it talks about how the Shire goes from being this like pastoral, like farming community, ripped up when the Lord of the Rings is halfway through, turned into this industrialized sort of like smoggy sort of land, and then goes back again to pastoral. It's saying exactly what the Wheel of Fortune says in all other decks. There's cycles. Life has cycles where good things happen, bad things happen, good situations happen, bad situations happen, you know, and that is exactly what we're talking about here. This is a temporary bad thing that's gonna end, and it's going to turn back into a good thing again. Nothing lasts. Nothing lasts forever. No bad situation or good situation will last forever. So that's why when you have good situations, you make the most of them, you enjoy them, you're grateful for them, so you get more of them. But when bad situations happen, you just power through and keep going, and you look after yourself, because it will end soon. It's not going to be forever. Okay, then we've got the King of Rings. Let me find that. King of Rings, I think in this deck, is the King of Pentacles. So this could mean a literal person, or it could mean just a situation, or it could be you stepping into that power. Where the heck is the King of Rings on this thing? Oh, this is so confusing to read. If you could see me now, I found it. If you could see me now, you'd actually be laughing. It's like, you know, in a comedy when someone's looking for a place on a map. That's what I'm doing right now. I did spy that it said Sauron. I've lost it again. I found it again. Right, here it is. Okay. Right. King of Rings, Saruman, even. So as you can see, that's Saruman from Lord of the Rings. Okay. The King of Rings represents the pursuit of wealth, ambition, and prosperity. No, it doesn't mean you attempt to industrialize the world like Saruman did, but it does mean there is an energy in your life that knows how to get results. This could be you, or it could be someone else, but either way, this card indicates you have fully manifested your desires. So, this again, like it says there, it could mean two things. It could mean you yourself has discovered exactly what it is you need to do to get wealth, prosperity, material gain, business ideas, whatever it is. That could be you. It could be someone else. There could be like a man in your life or a masculine energy in your life who's going to step up, see everything you're going through, and is going to just be like, I know how to fix this. I know how to get you out of this situation. I know how to help you. With the Emperor card coming up on the bottom of the deck when we were shuffling, it does make me think this is definitely a man. This is a very strong, I would not controlling, but someone who's very in control, very sort of domineering person who's going to step up, who's going to help you out of this situation. And by the fact we've got the Hangman card here, I'll read the description for the Hangman as well. But the Hangman, in the sort of general sense, talks about pausing, reflecting, and taking a moment to take a look at everything around you and not taking action. So I do think this is someone who's going to come into your life and help take this action. Let's have a quick look before I read the Hangman. Let's use these cards to quickly see if we can see who this person is. We'll get some indication for you. You might know them already, that's why. Or you might be able to spot them. Okay, because I think they could come across as someone very controlling and very like domineering. Okay, so you've got white, grey hair. So this is definitely someone older, as we can see, because Saruman's got white hair. So they could have white, grey hair. Yeah, but they're really going to step up for you. They're going to really help you out. Okay, this says traveler and rich, wealthy. Yeah, King of Pentacles energy, someone who's rich, someone who's wealthy. I'm not going to get any more because I don't want to spend too long on that, because this isn't like some sort of relationship reading, but I do think there's someone coming in here for you, pile number 3, who's going to really help you out of this situation, this bad situation. So hold on to the hope that either you or someone else is going to help you out of this bad situation you're in, or is going to at least lend an ear or advice. It could even be something as simple as being some advice. Okay, let's get the Hanged Man card. Okay, here we go. Hanged Man, Gollum. Bound to the will of the One Ring, Gollum's life is sacrificed so the ring may be destroyed. He represents the Hanged Man, so he understands what it is to have a shift in perspective so powerful that it alters the course of an entire existence. This card signifies that you are in a situation where you feel unhappy, dissatisfied, or like you can't make a decision. Stop pressuring yourself to control the outcome and instead try looking at things from a different angle, though maybe not over lava. Think of Gollum as a warning to examine your negative patterns, lest you be cursed with repeating them eternally. Kind of shows us like a little bit about here that you are in this situation because of how much energy or how much of some part of your life yourself you've put into this situation. And when this person arrives, they're going to let you see from like a really harsh third person perspective. This situation's your fault. It's going to be horrible. I know, and I hate that when someone does that to you. They say like, you're kind of in this situation because your own fault here. And I do think that you're going to be able. It's a rich lesson to learn that you can help yourself not get in bad situations. You're going to learn your lesson. That's all I'm going to say. This person is going to help you learn your lesson by making you pause and look at it. Okay, anything else? Oh my gosh, temperance again. Definitely major. 2026 is going to be all about healing, having patience and self-control to harmonize your life again. You're really going to be drawing back your energy from places it's not appreciated. I definitely think that you are going to be taking your energy back this 2026. Okay, the Hermit. Kind of looks like a Saruman card there, but you are going to go deeply within yourself in 2026 to just do some soul searching over why you took these steps to help this person or put this energy into this position, this situation, this job. And you're really going to search yourself and be like, actually, this is kind of my fault and I'm going to get myself out of it with the help of whoever this is. Okay. The Moon. Oh, it's raining here. It's really heavy raining here. Okay, that's kind of spooky. The Moon. Okay, the Moon is a kind of like a card that doesn't want you to know anything. It doesn't want you to know whatever's come up. And the Eight of Cups. I think tarot will. Hangman again. That's so funny. Okay, you guys have had a lot of repetition here, which is this message is definitely for you and it's definitely coming through strong. But yeah, the Moon is all about trusting your intuition. So you're going to know who this person is. If it doesn't feel like this person, don't force it because it won't be the person that's going to help you. It could be more of this situation, but you're going to know your intuition's there, and it's a mystery because the Moon card is sort of about like hiding stuff and not letting you know it. But definitely you are moving on from this situation. With the Eight of Cups, you are letting this all go, this unfulfilling situation go, and just moving on. You're going to move completely on with it. Okay, I'm going to get one of these cards because these are pretty good for helping out what's going to happen as well. Let's get a card for pile number 3, please. One card. Okay, karmic relationships. I'm going to use the guidebook. I didn't with pile number 1 because I had the card before. I had it in my own reading and I knew what it meant. But this one, we've just got here. It says karmic relationships. Oh, I thought it said onion energy. Can you tell I'm hungry for dinner? Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. Okay, let's have a quick look at that. Karmic relationships. Here we go. The constellation Orion is thought by many to have been a place of great polarity and eventual unity. Some believe that many starseeds who were part of this cosmic history are incarnate on Earth now and are playing out karmic relationships from Orion times. Perhaps you are one of them. Polarity causes conflict and highlights separation. However, because of this, conflict can also result in unity and growth. Too many misunderstandings are caused when we don't open our heart and mind and see things from a different point of view. When we go into reactive second-guessing mode instead of gathering the courage to open our heart, we should admit that we may have reacted because of our own woundings and then find neutral ground. We're all innocent children looking to be seen, understood and cherished. It's much harder to grow closer through conflict than it is to grow further apart. And yet that's the invitation of conflict. It's easy to react and take things personally. It's more challenging to see the innocence of all involved and find a way to grow closer through the conflict. It's through relationships that we grow the most. How can you soften your heart and drop your defenses enough to see things from a different point of view? How can you see the innocence of all involved? And how can you learn to see similarities rather than differences? I think that whoever this is coming in, maybe some sort of karmic relationship. I don't mean like any of the weird terms that people give them now. I do think whoever this is almost like karma. They're going to really show you how you got into this situation, and you're going to have an argument with someone over it, but you're going to have an argument that's going to lead to growth and it's going to help you solve it. it sounds strange. It doesn't make much sense when I say it like that, but yeah, there's a relationship with this person coming through. This could be friendship, this could be mentor relationship, this could be a romantic relationship. Whatever it is going to help you grow and have this sort of like good growth from it in 2026. Let's get you some advice cards for you, pile 3. Oh, that is a lot, but I'm going to take them all. Okay, let's juggle the cards. Ask your angels, seek the divine. Your angels want to support you. I definitely think it's worth asking your angels. Okay, soulmate. The divine will provide you with love when you're ready. I think this situation, this is some sort of soulmate, this king of coins here, this king of rings, that is going to come to you when you're ready. And it's a karmic relationship. Home needs TLC. Give your home some attention, redecorate, clean, or sage it. It's easy. You've got incense. Give your house an incense. If you feel like sage is what you want to use, sage it. Give your house a hoover. Give your house a paint. Do something. Just give it a bit of extra love, because it's sort of like a reflection of you. And change a bad habit. Kill a bad habit. Drinking, overeating, or anything else that's not serving you. Whatever is contributing to this situation, making your life that bit much more worse, get rid of it. Find a way to like swap it out with a good habit. You know, there's a book called Atomic Habits that will help you sort of work out how to get rid of bad habits and how to bring in good habits. I would recommend that like massively. For anything to do with habits, use that Atomic Habits book. It's not even that long. It's really good. Borrow it from a library if you can't afford to buy it, because library books are pretty good and they save you so much money. So definitely change that bad habit. Let's get you some other advice for you, pile 3. Let's see what cards want to come out for you, pile 3. It's going to be a real tough love year for you, but it's going to be worth it. Patience is coming out again. You have to be patient. Be patient, pile 3. Whatever it is you're trying to rush through, if you're trying to rush through this to get to this person, it's not going to happen. You need to really do some reflection on yourself and the situation to get to that point and harmonize your life. You've had temperance come out twice. You definitely need to harmonize your life. Light. Look to the spaces between the trees for answers. There are things in your life that are going to be the light parts of your life. They may be pets, they may be people, they may be family, they may be your job, they may be other things. But look at those and use them as sort of like your lighthouse to get back into this good part of your life again. Anything else for pile 3? Did you see how I caught that? I thought that was very good. Okay, that's your last card for pile 3. Uncertainty. The shades of grey within the fog will eventually lift. I do think this situation is like a heavy fog or a mist over your life. It's going to lift. You know how sometimes you wake up in the morning and you like go to work and it's misty, it's foggy, and then by the time you've got to work, it's completely gone. So that is this bad situation. It's just going to have to work through, like the Wheel of Fortune. It's got to go through its cycle, and then you're going to get to this good situation. So you can do it. Pile number 3. 2026 is going to be a hard one, but it's going to be a good one. And all this bad stuff you're currently going through is going to go. It's going to be over, and you're going to get to this good stuff. And you're going to reflect on it, and you're going to learn so much about yourself and how to protect yourself going forward, especially with boundaries in the future. Okay, pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, give it a like, because it lets me know that you guys like it and it actually was useful. And, you know, put anything down in the comments on what sort of videos you want to see. It would be so useful. I sit here every Thursday, Friday trying to work out what to film for you guys. So let me know down in the comments and I can get that video done for you. Okay, right. Like, comment, subscribe as well. That will help me amazingly. I've only got, I think at the minute, got 21 subscribers. So you subscribe and you'll be number 22. And it will help me channel your energy much more. Okay, thank you, pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you again very soon, hopefully. Okay, bye-bye.